Have you ever looked up at the night sky and wondered, is this all there is? Or does the universe stretch out forever, beyond our understanding? Could the universe truly have no end, no boundary? It's one of the most mind-bending and philosophical questions we've ever faced as humans. The idea of infinity, the concept that the universe could be limitless, challenges everything we know about reality. But why is this such a captivating idea? The universe is immense, more immense than we could ever really understand. And yet, despite our best efforts, scientists haven't been able to find a definitive edge or boundary. We've mapped the cosmos, launched telescopes to the furthest reaches of space, and yet, all we've managed to confirm is that the universe is constantly expanding. But if it's expanding, what is it expanding into? What lies beyond the known universe, and is there truly an end to it all? One of the most intriguing aspects of the universe's potential infinity lies in the Big Bang theory. According to this widely accepted model, the universe began from an infinitely small and dense point about 13.8 billion years ago. Since that moment, the universe has been expanding. Now, think about that for a second. If the universe began as a singular point and has been growing ever since, how can we comprehend the idea of an end? Is the expansion forever going to stretch beyond our grasp, or is there a limit we just haven't discovered yet? Now, let's think for a moment. If the universe keeps expanding, could it ever reach a point where it ends? Or does the fact that it's still growing mean that there's no real edge? Could this expansion go on for eternity? Imagine it as a balloon inflating. When you blow air into it, it stretches out in all directions. But the critical question is, what happens when the balloon reaches its maximum size? Does it pop, or does it just keep going, endlessly stretching into nothingness? This is the essence of what physicists are trying to understand. When we talk about the universe expanding, it doesn't necessarily mean it's expanding into space as we know it. Instead, it's creating more space. In fact, this notion of expansion without a clear end is one of the most perplexing and beautiful mysteries in modern science. If the universe is truly infinite, it means that the creation of space never stops. It's an ongoing process that has no end. And then, we reach the concept of the observable universe. This term refers to the portion of the universe we can see with our telescopes and instruments. But even this visible portion is almost incomprehensible. The observable universe is around 93 billion light-years in diameter. But that's just what we can see. What's beyond that? Could there be more of the universe, expanding away from us at an unimaginable rate? Could that unseen part be just as infinite as the observable part? What if the universe's lack of a clear boundary is a feature, not a flaw? If it continues expanding without stopping, then could the idea of a limit simply be irrelevant? After all, a finite universe would imply that it would have an edge, right? But an infinite universe would make that concept meaningless. There would be no end to the stars, no edge to the galaxies. It would all just go on forever. But why can't we grasp this idea of infinity? As we dive deeper into this, we come across some startling implications. Could it be possible that the universe's infinite nature is tied to the idea of the multiverse? Imagine that the universe is just one bubble in an eternal sea of bubbles, each with its own physical properties. According to some theories, the multiverse could explain the endlessness of the universe. Instead of an end, we might live in one tiny corner of an eternal, infinite collection of universes, each expanding into infinity in its own unique way. But that's just one perspective. Some theories suggest that the universe's apparent infinity could be tied to the mysterious force we've come to know as dark energy. This energy is believed to be responsible for the accelerating expansion of the universe. If dark energy is indeed pushing the universe apart at an increasing rate, then is the universe truly infinite, or is this simply the most extreme form of expansion? And if dark energy continues to push the cosmos ever outward, could it continue expanding for eternity, growing beyond the limits of what we can even imagine? In the midst of this cosmic mystery, we have to ask, can the universe really be infinite if time itself might not be? How do we reconcile the infinite nature of space with the finite nature of time? Could time, like space, stretch out forever? Or is time itself part of the universe's overall structure, an entity that is subject to its own set of rules, limitations, and perhaps even an end? One of the theories that tries to explain the relationship between space, time, and infinity is the concept of cosmic inflation. This idea, proposed by physicist Alan Guth in the 1980s, suggests that in the moments following the Big Bang, the universe underwent an incredibly rapid expansion, much faster than the speed of light. In this brief period, the universe expanded from subatomic sizes to what we see today. If this inflationary model is correct, then it suggests that the universe may have been expanding infinitely in the past and may continue to do so in the future. Imagine that, a universe that expands in fits and starts, each cycle perhaps endlessly stretching, infinitely creating new regions of space. But the question still remains, is this infinite expansion sustainable? Will it continue forever, or could something cause it to slow, reverse, or even collapse in on itself? This leads us to another fascinating theory, the concept of a Big Crunch. The Big Crunch is a hypothesis that suggests the universe, after expanding for billions of years, might eventually stop expanding and begin to collapse in on itself. Gravity would take over, drawing everything back toward a single point. But what would happen then? Would the universe restart in another Big Bang, or would it finally reach its end? Some scientists suggest that the universe might be in a perpetual cycle, expanding and contracting endlessly, while others wonder if we've already passed the point where such a contraction is possible. And then there's the concept of heat death. If the universe continues to expand and cool, it could eventually reach a state where all stars burn out, all matter decays, and the universe becomes an empty, dark void. This is what's known as the heat death of the universe, and while it sounds like a dramatic end, it's one possible fate for a universe that expands infinitely. But even this end isn't really an end. It's more like a stillness, a complete absence of change. Could this be the final state of our universe? Another fascinating idea involves the theory of eternal inflation. According to this hypothesis, the universe is in a constant state of inflation, and new pocket universes are continually being created. Each of these new universes would be independent of each other, but still part of the same infinite system. If eternal inflation is true, then the idea of a universe with no end is completely plausible, because it's not just our universe that exists, but an infinite number of universes, each with its own set of physical laws and realities. If the universe is infinite, then we must also ask, what does that mean for the future of humanity? Could there be an infinite number of versions of us, living out different lives in an infinite array of possible realities? This is the theory of the multiverse, and it challenges everything we think we know about our place in the cosmos. Imagine, every decision you make creates a new universe where a different version of you exists, making different choices, living out a different story. So, if the universe truly has no end, what does it mean for the ultimate purpose of our existence? Are we just a tiny speck in a cosmic sea of infinite possibilities, or is there something greater at play here, a deeper understanding waiting to be discovered? The search for answers to these questions is what drives scientists and philosophers to explore the limits of knowledge and dive deeper into the cosmos. But in the end, perhaps the greatest mystery of all is not whether the universe has an end, but whether we will ever truly understand the infinite. The possibility that the universe might not have an end forces us to rethink everything we know about existence itself. If the cosmos stretches infinitely, how do we understand time and space? Are we just one fleeting moment in an endless universe that will continue forever, or is our existence tied to a larger cosmic cycle? This sense of infinity changes the way we perceive our lives, our planet, and even the stars above us. Some scientists argue that while our understanding of the universe's infinity might seem abstract, it actually has significant implications for how we explore the cosmos. If the universe has no end, it could mean that space exploration is an endeavor that will continue indefinitely. The idea that there's always something more to discover beyond the next galaxy or the next star should inspire all of us to continue asking questions. The human race has only scratched the surface of space exploration, and the vastness of the universe might fuel an insatiable curiosity that could last forever. And yet, we might ask ourselves, how does this infinite space relate to us, here on Earth? The fact that we could be part of an infinite universe raises profound philosophical questions. What is the meaning of our existence if there's no end to the universe? Are we simply a part of an ever-expanding web of matter, stars, and galaxies that stretch on beyond comprehension? Or is the very fact that we exist, for even a brief moment, a miracle in and of itself? One of the most compelling thoughts is that the universe's infinity could imply that everything, in one way or another, is connected. Every star, every galaxy, every particle of dust could be part of a much larger system. This brings us back to the idea of the multiverse, where each of us might be part of a greater, infinite structure that goes far beyond our current understanding. Could every choice we make create another version of reality, another universe? And if that's the case, are we really just one of an infinite number of versions of ourselves, living infinite lives in different dimensions? The very fabric of space-time itself might be infinite, and we're just observers, peering into this boundless reality. With each discovery, we unravel a little more of the infinite universe we're a part of. But at the same time, we also realize how much more there is to learn. Every galaxy we explore, every new planet we discover, only serves to remind us of how little we know about the universe's true nature. Could it be that the idea of infinity is a central part of human consciousness? The search for meaning and understanding is at the heart of our civilization. From the ancient Greeks to modern-day scientists, humanity has always sought to understand the universe and our place in it. And now, with the concept of an infinite universe in mind, we face new questions that could change the course of human history. Perhaps, in the end, the very thought of an endless universe gives us hope. If the universe is truly infinite, then the possibilities for exploration, discovery, and knowledge are endless. There is no final frontier, no ultimate limit to the questions we can ask, no final answer to seek. The universe is not just a vast space to be explored, but a never-ending journey that will continue for as long as humanity exists. It's a call to action for scientists, philosophers, and dreamers alike to look beyond the stars and into the infinite unknown. As we look to the future, we must consider the role of technology in our understanding of infinity. The tools we use to explore the universe, telescopes, spacecraft, and artificial intelligence, are constantly evolving. With every advancement, we gain new insights into the nature of the cosmos and push the boundaries of what we know. But even as technology advances, there will always be more questions than answers, and that's the true beauty of the infinite universe. The idea that the universe might have no end doesn't just have scientific implications, it has philosophical, spiritual, and emotional ones, too. If the universe is truly boundless, it may offer us a sense of awe and wonder that's unmatched by any other concept. It challenges us to think about our place in the cosmos and to appreciate the mystery and beauty of our existence. Now, imagine for a moment the implications of an infinite universe for the future of humanity. What would it mean for us to live in such a vast, boundless reality? Could we continue to advance as a species, traveling through space and discovering new planets, galaxies, and even other life forms? The infinite nature of the universe could hold the key to unlocking the mysteries of life itself. As we ponder these questions, we might also find ourselves looking inward. The universe's vastness serves as a reminder of how small we are in the grand scheme of things. But instead of feeling insignificant, perhaps we should take it as an opportunity to feel more connected, more part of something larger. We are all part of this incredible, ever-expanding universe, and that in itself is something truly special. One thing is certain: the quest to understand the infinite nature of the universe is far from over. It's a journey that spans centuries, from the earliest astronomers to today's cutting-edge physicists. And with every new discovery, we come closer to answering the ultimate question: what is the true nature of the universe, and does it have an end? So, as we wrap up this exploration of the infinite universe, remember, the search for answers is never over. There are still so many questions left to ask, and so much more to discover. And who knows, perhaps in the far-off future, humanity will be on the forefront of exploring the boundless reaches of the universe, uncovering mysteries we can't even imagine yet. If you've been captivated by this journey through the infinite universe, make sure you subscribe to Surprise Insights. Join us as we continue to uncover the mysteries of existence, push the limits of knowledge, and explore questions that have fascinated humanity for millennia. The universe is endless, and so is the adventure.